Welcome back to Ebonyi People TV. Today we are diving into a very hot topic that has Ndi Igbo buzzing with mixed emotions. Yes, Peter Obi, the former Anambra State governor and 2023 presidential candidate, has been trending for the longest of time, but this time, it's not for what you'd expect. Ndi Igbo are throwing major shade at him as we speak, and it's all because of a birthday message he sent to none other than former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon. So, you might want to ask, what happened? Let's break it down. Peter Obi, in a public post, celebrated Yakubu Gowon on his 90th birthday with a message that's now causing a massive storm online. Here's exactly what Peter Obi wrote. I am privileged to join other Nigerians of goodwill to celebrate a highly respected leader and former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, on his 90th birthday anniversary. In a time of hate, you stood for love. At the time of strife, you stood for peace. At the time of division, you stood for unity. Your life of service to our great nation, Nigeria, stand as one of sacrifice, leadership, and unity. Your steadfast commitment to preserving the peace and sovereignty of Nigeria during a challenging period in our history will forever be remembered and revered. Your exemplary leadership and statesmanship remain an inspiration to younger and many generations of Nigerians. As we celebrate this milestone, I pray that God continues to grant you good health, wisdom, and the grace of true fruitfulness. May your legacy continue to guide us as we strive to build a more united, prosperous, and just Nigeria. Happy 90th birthday, Sir Peter Obi. Okay, this is exactly what Peter Obi wrote on his X space. Sounds like a harmless congratulatory message, right? Well, not so much. If you dive into Nigeria's history, especially what General Yakubu Gowon represents to Ndi Igbo, General Gowon led Nigeria through one of its most painful periods, the Nigerian Civil War, also known as the Biafran War, for those of you who don't know. For the Igbo people, Gowon's role in the war left lasting scars, with many Igbos still bearing the emotional and historical trauma of that time. The blockade during the war caused a humanitarian crisis, leading to the death of millions, especially through starvation in the eastern region, which largely affected the Igbos. For Peter Obi, an Igbo leader who has garnered immense support from Ndi Igbo due to his political aspirations and perceived alignment with their struggles, praising Gowon is seen by many as a slap in the face. It's not about his well-wishing, it's about what Gowon's leadership represents in the minds of Igbos who remember that era. The frustration stems from the historical wounds that Gowon's leadership inflicted on the Igbo people. Obi's words, praising Gowon's love, peace, and unity, feel like a direct contradiction to the painful reality that Igbos lived through during the Biafran War. Many are questioning how someone who represents Igbo interests can publicly praise a figure tied to such a dark chapter in Igbo history. This is why Obi's message is being perceived as an insult. What do you think? Do you think it's really an insult? Some Igbo individuals are wondering if Peter Obi has forgotten the essence of the Igbo struggle, or if his political ambitions have caused him to distance himself from the very people who stood behind him during the 2023 elections. Ever since Peter Obi's post, social media has been on fire with reactions like, while some people are defending Obi's right to extend greetings as a statesman, others feel deeply disappointed. The backlash is intense, with many expressing their disappointment. On the flip side, some argue that Peter Obi is simply embodying the qualities of a true leader by extending respect to past leaders, regardless of historical context. They see it as a diplomatic gesture rather than a betrayal. The question is, what do you think? Does this controversy affect Peter Obi's standing with Ndi Igbo? Is this just a bump in the road, or has he lost significant support from his base? It's worth noting that Peter Obi has always presented himself as a man of unity, peace, and diplomacy, and this post aligns with that image. However, for those who felt he was a champion of the Igbo cause, this might feel like a disconnect. The real issue at hand is not just about Gowon, but about the deeper emotional wounds that the Igbo people carry from the war and how Obi's praise for Gowon is reopening those wounds. Peter Obi is walking a fine line between being a national figure and staying true to his roots as an Igbo man. This incident shows the complexity of Nigerian politics, where every move and statement is analyzed through both regional and historical lenses. It's clear that Igbos are divided on this one, and only time will tell how this will impact Obi's political journey. So, what do you think about Obi's birthday message to Yakubu Gowon? Was it a diplomatic move, or has it lost touch with the Igbo people? This is Ebonyi People TV. Make sure to like, share, and drop your comments below.